What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we are going to be drawing Chainsaw Man in his sort of chainsaw humanoid form. This is a Patreon request from Slouchy Doggy on Patreon. So if you have a Patreon request, or a request that you need me to get to rather, quickly, you can head on over to Patreon, sign up, send me a message, or even the picture you want me to draw. So, and I'll get to it much quicker than the YouTube, because like, requests just get missing in YouTube comments because there's so many. So I do see them, like, but not all of them. So I definitely see the Patreon ones if you head on over there. So, and you support the channel. It's a good way to support the channel, of course, if you can spare it. I understand not everyone can spare it. So I'm on a landscape orientation page. Use a pencil, hit pause if I go too fast. So we're going to start with his big chainsaw head and that red helmet, which is sort of part of the chainsaw. We're going to start there, right? So center point of my page is approximately here, and I would say center point, yeah. So we'll have to have his head over to the left because he's got a big chainsaw bar coming out this way, right? So center point is here, and the head is just over to the left a little bit. So let's see. Yeah, let's go for it. So we'll go a curved line just down this way. Like so. And then this is going to go back up. This kind of a shape, okay? And go across to here. So it's like a big shark fin sort of thing. And then we got like curved section sticking out here, and another one sort of sticking this way, curving out and around like that, okay? So I'm working from kind of multiple images here now, just to kind of, because the chainsaw part is pretty complicated. So I'm just trying to see it from some different angles, you know? So we got like a line, so he's got like loads of teeth, and then there's like a line that joins the top and bottom jaws, right? So we'll do that first. So there to there. And then we're going to bring his bottom jaw kind of out that way. And then we'll bring it down this way. His bottom jaw is much smaller than the top. So we're kind of just here. And then it kind of curves out to there, okay? So it kind of looks like, it's weird, it kind of looks like a tiny little boat. Like with a sail, I don't know, is it just me? Yeah, it's probably just me, weird. And then we got like loads of teeth coming across the top, right? So we got like a curved line on top and then like a spike, and they're kind of, they're different in every image I've seen of them. Some of them are straight, some of them are like pointing in different directions, kind of like a chainsaw. But we got like just these sort of bumps coming across here, right? And each of these would correspond to a tooth. So like this. But you can kind of make it up as you go along. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. See that? So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's somewhere on the back. So one there, and then like one here, another one somewhere here. So I'll go back with this one. We'll go this direction, like that. And then one back here, and then another tooth here. And so, like, these are like the front line of teeth, and then there's like teeth around the back of the other side of the helmet that you can see. So you gotta add them as well. So, you know, like back here. And they're in shadow, so they're sort of, you know, a bit, excuse me, they're like gray and these are white. Like this, and then So there's like a dark part of the helmet that sticks out here. And I think it goes around underneath the other side of the chainsaw, right? So it sticks out a little bit there, and then chainsaw sticks out here, okay? But we'll do the bottom teeth before we deal with the chainsaw. So there. Sticking out like so. And some ones in behind, in between these. Just back there. Right, so our big chainsaw sticks out this way, right? So it's gonna go all the way out to like the front portion of my page. And there's two lines. So we'll do the inner line first. So we'll do a curved line. Sort of out here somewhere. Okay, kind of like a letter C or something. And like Chainsaw Man, like manga is like drawn real scratchy, so like things like this kind of help, you know, kind of makes it look more like it. So a ruler might be handy for this. So I'm gonna bring this back into his head, sort of up to here somewhere, like there, and then this section will go back into his head, back this way, like this, right? So this is your shape. And it's real big, real long, right? And then we have the outer portion that has like all the teeth on it. So you gotta do like this again, pretty much. So what I mean is, so like it sticks out, curves around here again. And this would travel back into his head again. And then we got like all teeth and lines and stuff sticking off, right? Okay, so then we got like lines on the actual chainsaw, right? So there's like these sort of straight kind of lines. So this is like the chain that goes around. So you just got to do these sort of lines that come down. And they wrap around here. And some on top as well. And then we'll add the teeth. So chainsaw teeth, kind of like his teeth here, real jaggedy, and they kind of alternate big and small. It looks like you got like a big one, and then a small one, like this. And they're pretty far apart, so you don't have to be too precious about it. This kind of thing, okay? And you just do that all the way up. Okay, something like that. And then he's got 4 black stripes on his helmet, right? And they're quite thick lines, right? So we got like one here. Right, and that's colored, they're all colored black inside. But I'll draw them first and then we can color them in. Like so. And they get progressively longer as we go up. Like so, and then final one, fairly long. Into here, and these are black inside, and I'll color this black shadow here as well. Okay, so now we're going to try and deal with all the stuff at the back of this helmet, all right? So not easy, this part. So take your time, because I'm going to have to take my time, because it's hard to kind of see what's there. because there's lots of, it just looks like tubes and yeah, let's just go for it, right? So there's like gears and wheels and stuff here. So like add a circle just in there, and it's got a circle inside it with like a line around there, and then this has like a chain or something coming around. It goes down to his jaw, down to there, and it seems to come down the inside as well in here. And there's another sort of line here, and it looks like there could be like a double line for that, just coming down into his jaw here. Hard to see though. Some of these lines are in shadow, some of them are thicker, some are thinner. So, you know, kind of like this kind of thing. Maybe an extra one here, like so. Boom, boom, boom. Right, like that. And there is like stuff on inside here as well, like lines and things. Thick lines, thin lines. Just showing some gear apparatus, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and there's like, I think there's like lines on this too. It's kind of like a chain. This kind of stuff. Okay. Then, so we got like a big handle, right? So it's going to come up to there. It'll go diagonal like that, and then come around for the back, down into the back of his head. And so it kind of curves into his head, so it kind of goes into the head here. And like some lines for that, just like here, where it goes into his head, and then it comes back up into the corner, out and down. Right? So that's like a big handle. And then the back of his head, you can see it in through this handle, sort of hole, goes back this way. And then this back part of his head is going to come out somewhere. I'm going to guess here. Yeah. Down like this. Right, so he's got like a square part to the back of his head. And this comes down in to here, like down into there. We'll just do the outline first, the main shapes. And then we got some like bricks and things. They're not bricks, they're like tubes coming out here. Like that. So that's like the back of his head, and I think there's another handle, so yeah, another handle back here. Out and down. It comes into here. The inside of that handle. Here, up, and then back into there. Like so. So two handles. And then the bottom of his neck. So neck kind of here somewhere. Right, so that's like the back of his neck. And the front of his neck will go this way somewhere. So we'll go out from his chin. Into here. Down towards his shirt. So it'll go back in this way somewhere. Okay, and then there's all like tubes and stuff in here. So let's see. So like this is mostly shadow, right, in under here. So I think I'll color this black just so we know where the shadow is. Okay. So then tubes and stuff, right? So this is complicated. So tube there, shadow, and then tube going like this way towards his neck. I guess it'll be helpful to find out where his shirt is. So I would say here, comes down around the front of his neck, and back up under his chin, and then his shirt collar comes out like here. The other side out here, and goes back up around. This will just help us place where everything is and stuff. So like his neck, shirt collar, here. Okay, something like that. And then tubes coming out from here. Some diagonal tubes going this way. 1, 2, 3, and then some like plates and things going back down into here. So there's like lots of shadow and detail and stuff on this, but you can keep it kind of a bit simpler than what's in the picture by just sort of making it up. Kind of when you're doing like mechanical things, you know, it's just a lot of angles, bolts, stuff, edge lines, like these help. Shadows, like dark shadow here, you know, thickening up some of the lines, stuff like that. You know, maybe adding some lines here, something coming down this way, another line there. You know, so like you're kind of, I know I always say don't make it up, draw what you see, but with something like this, you're kind of just feeling it out, kind of, and adding sort of, you know, tubes and things like this. You know, you're not really being accurate, because who knows what the inside of a chainsaw looks like apart from someone who like makes chainsaws. So, and let's face it, those guys aren't reading manga. We got like more tubes sticking out here. Although if you are a chainsaw manufacturer and you're watching this, let me know. But I doubt it. So just adding some shadow and stuff here. Tubes that run into his neck. Right, so they seem to be a good few of them. So like these dark sort of areas that run into his neck and stuff. So this is kind of a complicated drawing now, so. So lots of this. Lots of shadow here. And like some more black lines and things up here, so So it's hard to describe in words what this is. You're just adding shapes, adding shadows, kind of making it up as you go. See, like this, maybe add a bolt or two just here. Add a shadow in here, you know, colour in a dark part, you know, when in doubt, add a shadow. You know, hides a lot of stuff. There's a lot of shadow in the picture I'm drawing from, so you might as well go with the style of the anime itself, with the manga, which is about to be an anime, I've heard. It's pretty cool. So building up shadow. I'm sure the anime will draw this a lot simpler, but this anime will do us for the time being. That kind of thing, right? I'll leave it there. It's fairly basic. I'm sure the artist himself who designed Chainsaw Man can do it a bit more detailed. I think he can. There are more detailed drawings. But I'm stuck for time, so we'll move on and we'll try and get the rest of his body done. So his shoulder comes out. So did I get? I think his shoulder should be a little bit higher up. I think his shoulder, let's see. Yeah, his shoulder should be like here. So we're going to bring his shirt collar up a little bit. Put it in there. Just bring it up a little bit higher, and I'm just going to erase this line. Mistake. Okay, and then his other shoulder is down here in the front, right, just here. So it kind of comes across his chest, just there. And then the sleeve of his arm, just here. Okay, this kind of shape. And this has some like full lines and stuff for clothing, all on it. And his tie, so we got like a tie here. Like a box-like sort of tie, top of it. And then this flows kind of off my page this way. It goes all the way back. Further his black tie. That's as far back as I can go with it. And then like the front of his body, so it comes down here, it's a shirt, like folds for clothing, just bumping down that way, so the line for his body is going like this way and he's launching himself forward. And so this is like chest line, so the other side of his chest will come out from the tie. Like here. So it's like his chest, and then he should have like collarbone sort of line or something going this way. Yeah, this way, and like some wrinkles in his shirt coming up here, like some stretch lines and stuff coming out this way. So, and like maybe like a line just for the top of the shirt there. So that's his chest, and we got some lines pulling this way for his abs and his chest and things. You know, this is like his body sort of area. And I guess the middle of his shirt should go down this way. like so, and then some more sort of fold lines. It's done real sort of scratchy kind of style drawing, so it's kind of cool actually the way it's drawn. The artist, he's real loose. I don't think I'm good enough to be that loose, but you know, you can see he's really sort of trying to feel it out where the body is, the way it's being pulled and stuff. It's kind of cool. That's like his collarbone. You can actually like see the collarbone, you know, underneath his shirt. Just there. Right, so his arm then comes out here. Yeah, so somewhere I'm gonna put it this way. So this is like his forearm, and the other side of his forearm comes out like so. Just there. Just gonna add a shadow just to his side. So like the thing about adding shadows on this part is that you kind of need to do it in other parts too, or the drawing doesn't make sense. So like just like kind of a shadow here, maybe here. Like that. Right, okay, so let's do the rest of his hand. So like comes out, down, out, like so, and maybe like some knuckles sticking up just here, coming out just there. So we can't actually see the bottom of his hand. His fist just touches his knee just there. He's like leaping through the air or something. And we can see his wrist and maybe another knuckle just there, and like skin fold just here, and a line in there. So the only thing left now is like another chainsaw here. There is another chainsaw on his other arm, but I couldn't fit it in. There's like, because this one is so long. So let's just go. So chainsaw starts here and then it goes underneath his arm, kind of here. So ruler again. Where's my ruler gone? Ah! Oh, here it is. So that. There, and then another line. There, and another one. And here. And then we got chain lines. Keep going all the way along. Like so. Boom, 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 boom. And then teeth. So alternating big and small. Like so. Right, I'm going to put maybe like a bit of a shadow just on this handle here. I think it needs it. So just adding a few more details to these sorts of areas, you know. But I think that this is the best that I can do with this, unless I want the video to be 4 hours long, which I don't, because it will take so long to edit and so long to upload. So I hope it was helpful, Slouchy Dog. I know it's a pretty complicated one, but that's Chainsaw Man for you. Anyway, hope it was helpful, guys. Check out Patreon if you need a request real quick. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.